I audible till the back? Am I audible? Am I audible? Audible now? We only you can swing the phone, but I'm seeing. Yeah, that's nice. I'm waiting for Choki to look like him. Um, Welcome to CS3105 Object Oriented Programming. So I told you we are not going to do anything much technical today. We'll just get to know each other and we'll play some games and maybe do some bonding exercises. Okay, cool. When you will be silent, then I will speak. I'll tell you a little bit about myself and not my academic credentials. So this is a little bit about me. I am from Faridabad. It's a city in North India. Do you know? Have anyone? So if you talk about India, it's one of the biggest industrial towns. If you talk about the world, it's one of the most polluted cities. Now, about family, I have for my mom and dad, they are doctors. My medical doctor. My brother is an ENT surgeon. You might have heard here, not if you need some free consultation. Come to me. So I'm the only one in my home who is not a medical doctor. Uh, Pretty much of it because I wasn't sure what to do with my life. I didn't have a very well crafted path. So I just completed my cricket and my plan was probably join a company in the academy. Then one day my dad asked me to sit down and asked me what I wanted to do. I was unsure. And then he asked me why don't you do a PhD? And then I was like, okay, seems like a good option. I went back to the college, discussed it with my friends, and they were like, what? PhD? You'll keep studying throughout your life. Don't you want to get married or do anything else? Then I thought about it. I came back and I said, Dad, Harry, I don't want you to go. I have this PhD stuff. Then he again sat me down for 2 hours, gave me a long lecture, gave me a lot of inspiring examples of females who had done their PhD and were married. So finally, I agreed. Luckily, so I applied to a few IITs. I got into Europe, did my PhD from there. And I didn't have a MTech degree, so I did my PhD after BTech. It was a pretty tough experience, but with the help of some guides and mentors, everything was fine. And I'm also grateful to my dad because that was the time when I really realized what I wanted to do. That was the time when I learned how to do research, and more specifically, that was the time when I figured out that he actually wanted to teach. So that is on a brief academic side. Talking about more personal side, I like animals. These are some pictures of cat and dog. All of these are from your Mahindra University. You might have seen some of these on the ground. Okay. Rainbow that they captured in the football ground. Lawn. Now, here is something very personal I wanted to share with you about the concept about the reports. Last year, I was high on coffee and every month I was running a lot in the account. But because of certain reasons, I cannot get back on my coffee. I'm now, which I might tell you in the later about this semester. I might not be at my full energy. I might take time to respond. So it will really help that instead of relying on me always, you can get a bit of help from each other. Right. So as an example, when I shared this syllabus to the WhatsApp group, Nagesh, I guess shared the PDF of the book. That is something which is very useful for me. Right. So you can do more of that. Java. So how many of you are worried that going to be a new language is going to be tough? Please give me a show of hands. How many of you have some experience in Java? Really, I would cut this book. Well, you have to started from the very for the right. I mean, other people if they are talking that exciting. Start doing it, marking down. And then I realized after 15, 30 minutes, it got pretty boring and I actually slept. And that started happening daily. Take the job, then I'm going to do it. I'll read through certain lines, maybe 3, 4 pages, and sleep, learning nothing of Java. And then I thought it's a really bad language. Leave it. No need. And then I never learned Java. And later on in my life, so I realized that I should somehow learn it. So by the time I had completed my BTech, most important thing, I understood how to study, which probably I didn't know back then during my BTech. So I again took the book, I flipped through the pages and I realized that I could do first 100 pages in 2 minutes. Have you seen first 100 pages of the book? If you know the language, see there is nothing in the first 100 pages. And then what changed was this time I didn't have a pencil with me. What I had was a laptop. You see where am I going? Right? So you don't read through programming books. You are not going to learn programming until and unless you start typing the code. And that is what we are going to do this semester. Very less of theory, most of it is going to be hands-on. Bring your laptop in every single class, completely charged. I'm going to show you some live. You can do it along. So one of my mentors used to say, see, learning to program is like learning to swim or learning how to drive. No matter how many books you read, no matter how many other people you watch driving, you are not going to do it until and unless you do it yourself. Okay, so out of 200, I think 20 of you have filled the form that I shared with you. That was helpful. So a few points I wanted to discuss. Many of you wanted me to use the plan. I see that is feasible. I'm actually trying something new this semester. So as you would have seen, I have turned on a Teams recording. Now I don't know how much this laptop will record, but if the recording turns out fine, I'll try to provide you recorded each and every lecture recorded. And in case I'm going to do that, instead of Blackboard, I'm going to use a pencil on my I hope that it's fine. If not, we'll use Blackboard. We don't need much of Blackboard because most of it is going to be hands-on. Wherever it is theory, we'll shift to the Blackboard. Mode of communication, I think we have decided. For now, it's WhatsApp. Please join the community. Ask your friends. Yeah, I seem to be, many of you seem to be scared of pointers and data structure. So ahead. So the course is about learning a new way to program. The course is not about data structure, so don't worry if you don't know data structure for this course. But in general, you should worry if you don't understand. Pointers, you won't see much in Java. Okay, and this question we are very comfortable with Python, and Python is also an object-oriented language. So why are we using Java here? There are some very good reasons for why we have chosen Java as a language. For the first time when I heard last when I'm going to teach last year I was teaching operating systems. Do you have any doubts in operating? So I also thought Python would be a good option for but the reason why we have Python is I talked to a lot. My English I also talked to your seniors, and only after that we decided I will do it in Java. So the idea is you see Python is pretty easy language and you do a lot of things without realizing what is actually happening. Can you tell me when you write I equals to 4 in Python, what happens? What is I? Integer? Primitive data value integer. I will actually have a class for related problems. If you talk about Java, we call it a strictly object-oriented language. So it actually forces you to use the concepts of classes and objects. Don't worry, you don't know what are classes and objects. These are two foundational blocks of object-oriented programming. The idea is in Python, you can get away doing everything without using any objects. You are using that implicitly, but you don't understand what's going on. In Java, everything is very explicit. That is one reason we are using Java. Another reason is there are certain industries which still heavily use Java, and I'm told that there are certain companies which come to campus which specifically ask for students who know Java. Right? So if we do Python, then you have to learn Java in your free time on your own. That comes outside of the course, your curriculum. So that's one reason. Another reason, I don't know if this video is going to play. Check. Is the sound working? Connect where? This one? Do you know who he is? Who? Creator of C++. Okay. Maybe I'll share this video with all of you. And for the next lecture, I'll figure it out how to use it. Trying to tell you that you cannot call yourself a professional programmer if you know only one or two languages. So can you guess how many minimum languages you should know? Five. Okay, that's enough about the technicalities today. Thank you for the jokes. Now we are going to have some movement in the classroom. We are going to play some games. Before that, do you want to have a lab today? So what I want, can I expect some silence, please? So some silence for these chocolates, otherwise we'll dismiss the activities. And then I'm going to eat all of them otherwise. There are a lot of chocolates. So if you are silent, then we are going to play, otherwise not. So I'll give you 2 minutes. If we can achieve silence, then I'll proceed. Want to know about the course? Any questions? We have a draft. Thank you. So the idea of getting lab is all I want you to do is get Java installed on your system. On your laptop, I think on lab system it will already be installed. So if you need some support, you can come to the IT. No. Otherwise, you can install it at your respective place. And I'm going to give you a screen to guide you. So how many people you know? So now listen carefully. Yes. So our game number one. We will stand up, roam around, and find 9 people in the classroom who fulfill these criteria. Can you read this? So, as an example, find someone who has a pet, right? And you should do that honestly. You should find someone else, right? Find someone who owns more than 2 watches, right? So on and so forth. There are 9 such questions. You should find out 9 such people, and the person do that first gets the first job. Yeah, write the name of it. You have to write the name of that person. Form with you, so you can get a form around and find 9 such people, and let's see who does that fastest. Class collaborations. CB people, are you part of this group? Yes, you can access this. Go ahead. Walk and move around, stand up, don't bring it. Get your morning exercise.